Welcome to Bond SCX. This is week 34, August 22nd to August 26th. This is Lance, the Bargain Stock Bounty Hunter, back at you again with another great video. I've got my special guest Daz joining me today, and we're going to go through some good call outs and some good price points for this week. Disclaimer before we get started, I am not a financial advisor, nor am I advising anyone to spend their money. This is only for educational purposes and only my opinion. Any money spent is at the individual's own discretion and not due to any information from me. So before we get started, for the new subscribers and the viewers who may not be familiar with my channel, use a scanner that I do on the weekend. I scan about anywhere between 70 to 80 stocks. And this is kind of a proverbial X marks the spot. So it kind of gives me an idea of where to go look on the charts. And so from there, I'll select the best stocks that will be most profitable for this week and kind of go through that method. So starting out this week, before I get started, I always go through the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange and kind of see where those are and how they're moving, because that will kind of help dictate which stocks are going where. And so moving into real close coming into the New York Stock Exchange. So the NASDAQ. See last week, so we see the 180 SMA here, this green line. We see a resistance here, and see a pullback underneath the EMA. So quite a bit of a pullback Thursday, Friday last week. Missed my target point from where I expected to be Friday. Fell quite a bit lower than that. You see it's kind of riding this middle kind of progression line here. See if it'll support that this week. Potentially, best case, it'll support on the red William Alligator EMA bar, which is the I believe the 8-day in a future mark. And so we'll see if it supports there. We do see the MACD pulling back down. Definitely expected to push through last week and then pull back. We'll see if it'll push through this week. I do expect it to pull back definitely a little bit more this week. So I expect the NASDAQ to be somewhere around the 12,650 range to around the 12,848. So definitely something to be aware of. Definitely not out of the clear as far as the market movement. Definitely has been very bullish the last few weeks. So let's see if there's going to be a little bit of a natural pullback. Definitely wouldn't want to see it pull back too much further. If it does pull back, I think it can support here on this progression line. So we'll see if that comes back down. I don't think it'll come back down that much this week, but definitely see a lot of battling to keep the price up. They kind of keep pushing towards the SMA. So the SMA is going to kind of pull down. If it keeps down in this progression around the 1300 range. So we'll see if we can get close to that mark this week, but definitely expect the market to pull back down. Looking at New York Stock Exchange, very similar pattern. See on the MACD, another pullback here. We see another resistance here, almost getting real close to that 180 SMA. And then we see a pull down and almost underneath the EMA here. Definitely see support on the green Williams Alligator bar. So definitely expect the New York Stock Exchange to be somewhere around the 15,700 to 15,900 range by Friday. So moving on to our plays of the week. Got Barrick Gold. Oh, I guess before I get started, so there's a lot of stocks on sale this week. You'll notice in this chart, a lot of the highlighted light blue means that stock is on sale. And so there's a lot of on sale stocks this week just because of the pullback from Thursday and Friday last week. So it makes those prices a lot more, just looks better for them this week. So I would say Barrick Gold comes in really good this week. Barrick Gold's trading at a 4, and it's 10 cents on sale. True value of $16.17. So let's look at Barrick Gold on the charts and see what I'm seeing there. It's got the GOLD ticker symbol. So looking at a one year, 1 day chart, and you can see these purple lines here are what I call the cake of the stock, which is where the stronghold of the price where it wants to be. You kind of see how this moves in and out of the cake. So it's kind of way above here in April, May. It's pulled considerably down since then. And we see here lately, and this, of course, this one is a company that mines gold. You'll see that the price of gold has fallen quite a bit here lately. So I think there's a great opportunity. You'll see the price of gold still kind of pull back down some this week. So I think there's a great opportunity for this one to come down until the 1558 range. Last week, I expected to come down to the 1563 range, and it did not. It stayed very bullish. See this progressive band, it resisted there, and now it's kind of come down and supported on this bottom of this progressive band. So I expect it to be come down a little bit more. I guess 1558 is where a great price will be, and I expect it by Friday to be around 1614 to 1657. Looking at about a 3.5 to 6% increase on that one this week. So I'm going with Barrick Gold this week at 1558. That's what your call out for Barrick Gold this week.
Yeah, not too far from you. I got 1579.
1579. Okay. Any more thoughts on Barrick Gold this week?
No, not really.
Okay.
This is one if I can get in, I might add a little bit and dip in.
Okay. Good long-term one, I would say, this week. Another long-term opportunity coming on the charts is Upstart. So Upstart scanned in at a trend of a 4, which is a good upward trend. It's $2.56 on sale, coming in at a true value of $31.02. Let's go to the charts. Let's look at Upstart. So Upstart, looking at 1 year, 1 day, look at the cake band, it doesn't really tell you much here. It doesn't even stay in this range. It's been very, very, very volatile. Stock was around $401.49 back in October of last year. And you can see quite a bit how much this one's been beaten up quite a while. We called this one out back in March, came down to our price, then pulled back the next week, and it's been considerably falling since then. See a lot of volume coming in May 9th, looking at 18 million shares coming in. And so I think there's some opportunity with this one. And so I zoom in a little bit, excuse me. This is not cooperating very well tonight. So you can see right here, we've got some manipulation, some uncovered manipulation here. So you've got about 18 million shares being bought around the $77 range, quite a bit. And so if you look at that and you see how we've seen a recent low of $22 back in July. So I see a great opportunity for this one. Definitely see a strong support around the $21.14, $22 range. $21.78 range. So you can see great support there. I think $25.91 is a really good price even then. I feel like it can come down to that price. And then I think by Friday, around $28.77 to $37, somewhere around that range, you're looking at about anywhere between 20 to 50%. So great opportunity there. Even if you hold it longer term, again, got that uncovered manipulation at $77, looking at 207%. So a lot of opportunity here with Upstart. Can't really get in with any better prices at this point. You see a lot of volume starting to kick up here in this early August point. So I'll say $25.91 is my price point for Upstart this week. That's what your call out for Upstart this week.
For me, I put down 26.88.
688. Any more thoughts on Upstart this week?
No, not Upstart. I don't really know too much about this one.
It's getting real close to that SMA year. I think once it gets there, it could really take off. Again, if we seen anywhere close to 400 range, that'd be pretty incredible if you can get in at this price point. So definitely long-term hold, in my opinion, on that one. All right, moving on to another one this week. So Snapchat came in as a potential short-term trade this week, moving at a strong trend of a 4. It's 3 cents overpriced, coming in at a true value of $11.53. We look at the charts on Snapchat, see what opportunities it holds for us. Definitely feel like it can come below price point, true value. So look at a 1 year, 1 day. Again, another one. Don't really see a lot with the cake band here. This one here has been up to the $83 range. And you see a big drop on October of last year. Let me see about, what is that, 44 million shares, and they really killed the price, knocked it down. It's been slowly trickling down ever since then. See a lot of volume coming in here on February 4th. You got 308 million shares. May 23rd, you got 43 million, 286 million shares. And then on July 22nd, we've got 330 million shares. So you see a lot of purchase prices coming in at low pricing. See a lot of uncovered manipulation, even back May 24th, May 23rd, a lot of volume being bought at the $22 range. So I think there's a lot of opportunity here. You even see some uncovered manipulation from July 23rd, July 21st, I'm sorry. And you're looking at 1628 range. So, you know, for $10.40, which is where I feel very comfortable getting in with Snapchat this week. I think you can get in at 1040 this week and possibly get out around the 1169 to $13 range. You're looking about 27 to 17% this week. Pretty promising. Definitely like the momentum coming in from the MACD, pulling up. So I think get in at 1040, you can get out and make a pretty good, nice profit this week. So that's my call out for Snapchat, $10.40. That's what your call out for Snapchat this week.
I put down 1091.
1091, man, that's close. 1091.
I think it's just way oversold, personally.
Have you bought any Snapchat before?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. I've tried it, and it's been quite a few years.
I bought some recently. Actually, yeah.
Okay, so you already getting in at the low prices. Good for you. Good for you. All right, next on the list, we've got, going down the list a little bit more. So we've got Ammo Incorporated, company never called out before. Scanned it this week, turned out pretty good. It's got a slow trend of a 2 going up, and 64 cents on sale at true value of $5 even coming in for this week. So Ammo Incorporated, obviously sounds like a gun company, and it is. And its ticker symbol is POWW. Looking at the 1 year, 1 day, kind of see how this one moves within and out the cake. Again, this purple range here has been very high above around September to December last year, high of $7.93 within the last year. Then ever since then, it's been very low underneath, kind of just slowly kind of been flat from pretty much February to now. And you see within the last few weeks, what do we see here? This thing jumped above the SMA and jumped right back into the cake. Excuse me, my mouse is acting a little strange today. But we see this jump above the SMA, which is what we want to see, and see how it takes off. And then we see a resistance here on the top of the cake band and a pull back down. So we see a lot of manipulation here recently, right on the earnings call they had last week. So they actually beat earning calls by 5 cents per share. So not bad, but you see a pull back down, which is a lot of manipulation. You see a lot of people buying around the $5.84 range, looking at 7.5 million shares. And then on the next day, you see about 8 million shares, another set of uncovered manipulation at $4.85. So a lot of shares being bought between the 485 to 580 range, which tells me it's a great opportunity for that to come back and be covered. You see the progressive band here, it's supporting just slightly on that. Still think you can get a little cheaper at $4.25. So it's already on sale. Still think you can get in a little bit cheaper than that. We see the MACD pulling back down. So slowly pulling the momentum back down a little bit. But I do think by Friday, to try to cover this manipulation, I feel like you can get that back. And so I think 11% to about 16% by Friday, covering that manipulation point. So I'm going in with $4.25 with ammo this week for a quick 1 week trade. That's what your call out for ammo this week.
And you can believe this one. I couldn't like agree with you more. I got the same thing.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I did this like at 8 o'clock this morning.
Wow, 425 it is. That might be the first we've ever had the exact same call out price. Is that the first time? It's pretty close. I think we've been really close before. I don't think we've ever had the exact same call out though. Okay, all right. So great minds think alike. We'll see if 425 will get us in on ammo this week. And I think, again, it's a lot of opportunity. I mean, just think if this one comes back and covers all the way to where it was, you're looking at 35%. So
That's great.
It's real good. Real good.
Hey, I screenshotted it too, man. I already had it typed in.
I believe you. All right. Next on the list this week, we've got Suncor Energy. Called this one out last week. This one's moving flat this week. 73 cents over price, coming in at a true value of $31.89. So Suncor is a energy company, I believe, in Canada. And so energy companies obviously are typically move pretty well for the most part. And this one's moving really nicely over the last year. So looking at a 1 year, 1 day, this one's been very much supported by the SMA, which is what you want to see for a stock to stay bullish. It's going through the cake, came up to a high of 42.72. It's been slowly trending down and then supported, actually blew back down below the SMA. Now it's been supported on the lower band of the cake, which is a stronghold of the stock. And so it's where the price wants to be, is in this range, and that's where it is just slightly above. We called this one out last week. It did not come down far enough to get in last week. It got pretty close, I believe, on Monday. It came down to a low of 30.71, which is just above 20 cents above my call out. So just missed out on that one last week. But looks like a good opportunity this week to get back in. I feel like 30.89 is a good price point. I think this one will pull back some a little bit more. You can see how it's been kind of progressing, bouncing from the lower band of the progression to the upper band, back down low, hit the middle band, and now I think it's going to come back and test the bottom again. So I think 30.89 is a great price point to get in with Suncor this week. The opportunity for this one to be around 32.70 by the end of Friday. So that's my call out for Suncor this week, 30.89. That's what your call out for Suncor.
I got 29.20.
29.20. Yeah, that's way off on me on that one. What are you seeing on this one for 29.20 call out?
What did I look at? Let me see.
You called out 28.77 last week, so seeing a little bit of a upward movement still potential.
I think at the, which one was it? Yeah, the MACD and my momentum indicator on the 2-hour chart crossed. That's what that was. And the
Crossing,
SMA, yeah,
crossing the down direction.
yeah. And the
Okay.
SMA is pretty. It's under it pretty deeply actually.
Okay. So getting in at 29.20, you think it'll pull back at least to 31.36 this week, or you think that it'll take a little longer to get to 31.36?
Honestly, 29.20 is just really bearish on my part as well. So I mean, could I see it? Yeah, but I think it'd be more of like a few months.
Okay.
It got that low though.
We got some dividends being paid out too for this one, September 1st, 36 cents per share. So, okay. So this one's been very bullish for a long time. I mean, I could see it definitely coming back down some more. It's already again busted the SMA on the downside. It's fighting back to stay above it. So we'll see. Definitely, you can't go too wrong with energy stocks, but I will be short on this one this week. Definitely day traded. All right. Next on the list is Abbvie. Abbvie is a medical pharmaceutical company. Trending flat coming into this week, 49 cents on sale at a true value of $142.34. Let's look at the charts for Abbvie. And this one looks pretty nice if you just look at 1 year, 1 day. And kind of similar to Suncor. See this one jump above the SMA back in October of last year. Been very heavily pushed above that. Blew through the cake range and not really even show any resistance there. Came up to a high of 175.91 April of this year. And then we've slowly seen a slow tick down, supported on the SMA here in June. Then see a little bit of a resistance right above the cake range, and now it's come back, blew back through the SMA, and now we see a little bit of a flat movement. As I said, coming into this week's a little flat. See a little bit of a progressive line going back from June. See a little support there on that progressive line. So I see some uncovered manipulation as well. We see on July 29th, 17 million shares buying in around the price point of 143, 145, somewhere in that range. That has not been covered. And so we see an opportunity to get that back, if not this week, next week. I do see a little bit of resistance on the red EMA here, which is a little concerning, which is why I believe this one will pull back down some more. I do like the momentum on the MACD. I do think this week, 138.92 is a really good price point. If it gets down to that point, definitely buy in. Do think you're probably more likely to get around the 140 range. But I'm going with 138.92 this week with opportunity to around 3%, maybe 4% gain in this week. So 138.92 is my call out this week for Abbvie. That's what your call out for Abbvie this week.
This week I called out a 140.17.
140.17. So that's kind of where I was thinking originally, around that range. I pulled back just because I didn't like the resistance I saw. 140.17, guys is going with. think that's still a really good price point. Do think you're more likely to get in at that price than you are the 138.92. But I'm just a little hesitant to get in too soon on this one. So, all right. Anything else on Abbvie, Daz?
No, I don't got anything on that one.
All right. Moving on, and last but not least, I believe the last one here is AT&T. So AT&T is coming in flat, 2 cents overpriced at 18.41 true value. And AT&T looks like it's a great opportunity to get in for this one, even more long term. But I'm going short term with this one. But it just has a great pattern here. Just looking at this from a 1 year, 1 day. It's kind of above the cake range, falls down below, back above, down below, blows through, back above. We see it down below again. So it's kind of barely out of the cake range a couple weeks ago. And now we see it kind of back in. And so I think great opportunity for this one to fall back below it a little bit more. We definitely want this one to attack this SMA bar. And we see a lot of manipulation here. So let's zoom in to July 21st. We see 123 million shares trading around the $18.91, $19 range, right at that SMA mark. That has not been covered. So great opportunity there to see that coverage happen pretty soon. I do think in this week at least that you get in, if you can get in at 1809, I do think by Friday, at the very least, you can get out at 1851, 1882, and if you're really good push, get out and cover that manipulation from here at the $19 range. So anywhere between 2.5 to 5, maybe 3% this week. Great opportunity with AT&T in my thoughts this week. So I'm going in with AT&T this week at 1809. I like how the MACD's looking. I don't think you can go wrong with AT&T this week. So that's my call out for AT&T is 1809. That's what your call out for AT&T this week.
Yeah, I put down 18 even.
Man, it's close, man. I think you hacked into my computer this weekend, man.
At first I wrote down 2 of them. I had 1827 at first, but then I looked at it a little bit deeper and I was like, I think 18 is I think that's pretty realistic this week.
Yep. Okay, sounds good, man. I'm right there with you. I mean, you got a lot of manipulation in stock here lately for whatever reason. I haven't done any research on as far as news or what happened, but there's something going on here, and I think that can be covered pretty quickly. Like I said, not this week, definitely next week. So based on how the market moves, I think there's still a lot of good opportunity to get in with this stock. So, all right. Anything else, Daz? Before we conclude, got anything else you want to discuss or bring up?
Not necessarily, but I will say, you saw crypto had a pretty heavy week last week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And just maybe a mystery thing for me. I think it kind of I think it somewhat correlates with our markets too. Like when they're down really bad.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it has a little effect.
Look at Bitcoin real quick. This we're kind of maybe in a little after the call out session here. Give a little extra insight on some more stuff. So and while we're at it, pull up my momentum chart. Let's see. And let me get that real quick just to make sure I got it set up right. All right, so you're looking at looking at Bitcoin real quick. So, as far as quick analysis on Bitcoin, and just looking at this real quick. Yeah, so I see definitely a similar pattern coming up here where it looks like it's going to fall back down, probably about the next coverage needs to be around 19,332. That hasn't been covered. So I would say it's already at, where's that big? No, this chart's frozen from Friday. So let me look at it live real quick on my phone. So Bitcoin's at it's currently at 21,476. So pretty close to what we see here. But it does it is in a bullish, I'm sorry, in a bearish mode. Just based on what you see here. They haven't fully crossed down, but any further dip down, they're going to cross. So the momentum doesn't look good as far as the price going back up. This is above the MACD, above the line here, so there's still a lot of room to pull back. And I would say 19,000, around 19,400, 19,300 range for a pullback, and then you might see a reversal. That's what I would say on Bitcoin.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah.
And then let's look at Ethereum real quick. Got a lot of lines on here, man. I've been deep in the Ethereum for a while, so just trying to project it the best way I can over the last 6-7 months. So not quite as the same shape as Bitcoin as far as the bullishness. Don't see these crossing just yet. So still a little more opportunity for this one to pull back, see if it'll support on the blue here. So you're looking at almost, I'll say 14,065, 14,000, I'm sorry, 1,400 at the worst case. Best case, you're looking at about 1,550 for a turnaround. Let's see where it's at currently. 1,605 right now. So definitely see a little bit better shape here on momentum. It hasn't crossed completely over. So this one still has a better chance to rally back this week than Bitcoin does, but they've been moving a little bit. They haven't been moving exactly the same as much as they have in the past. So it looks like they're starting to separate a little bit as far as their movement, but yeah, it does follow. It has been following the markets a lot more. And I think the reason why is because a lot more institutions are getting involved into the cryptocurrency. So I think that has a lot to do with it. So looking at Grayscale, Ethereum, very much the same as what we just saw with Ethereum. So still some good price. I think we talked about getting in at $11 range in a few weeks back. So this might be a great opportunity to ask. I think you said you sold out on sold yours, right?
Yeah, I sold mine last week. I can get in at the lower price point. That's all.
Yeah, I think you can get back in. I mean, 11.45 is good. I think that's the next good coverage point, or 10.46 looks good too. Anywhere from the
If I can grab it at 8, man.
you grab it at 8, you good. Good.
But I think realistically, I'm thinking I got an alert set for 11:16 Yep.
Oh, you good then? You good. And then at that point, I wouldn't just go ahead and buy it. I'll just watch it, just see how it's moving at that point. Because like I said, you might be able to get in cheaper than that. So
Yeah, I got one alert set at 11:16 just to see. But
yeah. All right. Good insight. Good stuff, man. Anything else you want to mention or go through?
Yeah. Last thing, it's an
Okay.
ABML part 3 video gonna come soon, either this week or next week. But yeah,
Okay.
that's really about it on my end.
Sounds good, man. Just let me know when you want to shoot that and record that. We'll get it together. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Appreciate you continue to support and subscribe to the channel. Continue to watch the videos. Again, we're just doing the best we can to bring out the best plays of the week, best price points. There's so many opportunities to get in this week with a lot of stocks, so a lot of stuff on sale. So don't be afraid to buy some stocks and just try a little bit of investing. It's not hard at all. So continue to watch our channel and continue to watch our shows, and appreciate you joining us. And again, stay tuned for some more videos for our company breakdowns. Still have some myth and mystery series videos we need to put out, and some tips and tricks that we've been working on for a little while. So a little behind on putting videos out. So trying to give the best stuff out, put the best stuff out that I can. So I'm trying to edit it, make sure it looks good, sounds good. So, but anyway, continue to watch, and again, please share with anyone that you think or know that might have any interest in investing in stocks. Again, if you have any questions or any stocks you'd like for us to scan or talk about, put those down in the comments. And again, continue to watch the videos, and thank you again for joining us.